is that LeBron, Tyrese Maxey, and Jaylen Brown all need the ball in their hands. They want to have control of the play. You know what, Dad? You know what you can't do? You cannot buy chemistry. And that is something that the Knicks have in droves. And this new Sixers team won't have at all, because LeBron barely knows these guys. He plays in the Western Conference, and they weren't all-stars. Like, probably knows Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid. Nothing, but when he plays 38 or 39 out of 82 games, the playoffs come around and he's like, I'm good to go, guys. Like, not only does he get injured very fast, like we saw, he was in and out of the playoffs. That's one of the problems. And the other problem is they played worse with Joel than they did without Joel against us, because, right, they don't have the chemistry. I'm Camden from Fort Worth, Texas.
And I'm Mitch from Westfield, New Jersey.
And this is Big Apple Benches and Bleachers,
a father-son sports podcast. All right, Cam, we are back another week. We got to talk about LeBron, big surprise, and how it affects the Knicks in the East and all that kind of stuff. And then maybe if we got some time, we'll get into training camp started in the NFL. There's some stuff going on in college. WNBA was a big, I think they had like their Superstar weekend, right? Or something. All-Star weekend, right? AZ Fudd won the 3-point contest. There was a bunch of other things. Yeah. Before I mentioned this last time, so I remember Delivered Cold I told you about, the ice company.
Yeah.
So we had a little problem with melting because of the freezer that we replaced. But there's spheres like this, right?
And they ship like that?
Yeah. They come in a like a tray in dry ice.
I'm impressed.
And then this is the thing. So you get like tall spears if you wanted, all kinds of different shapes. And
awesome.
We didn't have a problem with the freezer. We got a new freezer now. Next shipment will be good. So maybe I'll put a little bit of bourbon in there while we're talking. Yeah. Let me put that over there. And what's going on in Fort Worth, Cam?
Man, it's been a crazy week. I apologize to all the viewers out there if Camden looks a little tired today. I've been running around like crazy trying to pack. Two
weeks. I guess 2 weeks. You will be in your new apartment doing the show on your new studio, right?
2 weeks. Yeah, well, we got to figure all that shit out.
Well, no, you're moving the end of this week, but you still got a few days left in your old apartment. So we'll do next week's show in the old apartment?
Correct.
Or what are you going to do?
The week after that, we're going to have to figure it out. I might have to do like from my kitchen or something.
Why? Because you don't have the
desk.
Got it.
Until
okay.
The truck comes.
All right. It's being shipped. So that's going to be a couple of weeks. All right. So let's talk about it. So the big news, we were going to talk about NFL. We were going to talk about WNBA. We're going to talk about college. Because Indiana just signed the number 1 wide receiver, Monson Sales, out of high school.
Yep.
Very exciting. That's what happens when you win the national championship. Everybody wants to come play for you when you're Kurt Cignetti.
When you're Kurt Cignetti, exactly.
Yeah. By the way, this is the, I don't know if Michael will show this on the show, but this is the ball game. Omar Cooper Jr., one toe in to win it. So that was cool. But then early in the week, we hear fucking LeBron James is coming to Philadelphia.
You know what? I blame myself.
You do?
Yeah, I blame myself because I've had a pair of LeBron 13s in my closet since I was in high school. And the last time I wore them was probably high school. And I wore them to work the day
recently?
That LeBron got traded to the Sixers, or got signed by the Sixers, and they're blue and red. And I was like, fuck.
So you jinxed it. You didn't tell me that.
I didn't think it was. I didn't think that far ahead. And then they signed LeBron, and I was like, oh my god.
All right. So yeah, go ahead.
I saw today that the Sixers announced that LeBron is going to be the point guard on this team
instead of a center, a forward.
Tyrese Maxey instead of Tyrese Maxey as the point guard. It's interesting.
They want to put him up against Jaylen, huh?
You know what? It's amazing. All it takes is a little guard from the East, comes from the Mecca, and the whole fucking Eastern Conference shaking up. No more Giannis and Bucks.
LeBron must be doing it because he wants to make some sort of a statement. He took a minimum contract. He certainly didn't do it for money, and he doesn't need the money. Right? Then the question is, what does it do to the power balance in the East? And I've seen some really funky like lineups with regarding if you tiered the Eastern Conference up. But what were you going to say?
I heard that LeBron's agent approached the Knicks and said LeBron would like to come and play his last 2 years of his career in New York. And Leon Rose said, no, thank you. So we'll take
So he got pissed and he went to Philly.
And apparently he's living in New York. This was like the joke for the first few days was that he's going to live in New York and take a helicopter to Philly all the time. And everyone's like, please no helicopters.
Yeah, that's a bad omen, right?
Because of Kobe.
I know. That's what I mean.
Now it just came out this morning that, in fact, LeBron did buy an apartment in New York City, and he will be taking a helicopter to the training facility. So
basically, he's now a New Yorker playing for Philly. He's like turning his back on the team. If I was a fan for the Sixers, I would not be happy with that. You want him to live in your city, be in your city.
Most of the Sixers
support your city, spend money in your city. What? Well, a lot of the Sixers,
South Jersey.
Well, of course, but they don't live in New York.
But LeBron bought a house in South Jersey and an apartment in Manhattan.
All right. Yeah, he's entitled, and he certainly has the money. So let's talk about what it does to the power balance in the Eastern Conference. What do you think?
Well, I think it's an interesting conversation, right? Because on one hand, this is LeBron James, right?
Right.
For a lot of people, he's one of the two people in the GOAT conversation. For me, I think he's number 3 in the GOAT conversation, but we can get into
So who's in between MJ and LeBron?
Kobe Bryant.
Got to give respect to Kobe.
Easy. The fucking, what did he have? 6 rings? 5 rings? I think he had 5 rings.
Did he have 5? No, only Michael had 6. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 5 rings Kobe had. And in his final NBA Finals game, he scored 60. Shaq said, we need something out of you tonight. He wasn't even playing anymore. And Kobe went and dropped 60 at like 38 years old or some shit like that. That's why I think Kobe's better than LeBron. And then he walks away with 5 rings. He's got nothing to say. And he retires into the sunset. Unfortunately, it was tragic what happened to Kobe. But you see LeBron James chasing a ring now. He's going to go somewhere where he has no affiliation. And for what? I just think it's ridiculous. I also think that in terms of power struggle, like everyone talks about like, oh, you know, this is going to be the Knicks won't be able to play against this team. You know what I think bringing LeBron and Jaylen Brown to Philadelphia does? I think it means that the Knicks win in 5 instead of 4. Maybe 6.
I think Jalen's got more of a, I mean, look, LeBron's never even played point guard, has he?
Oh, yeah.
He has played point guard before?
Yeah, he plays point guard on and off. Sometimes he plays the big, but for the most part, they run the point through him. Like this past season.
Yeah.
That's how they were working it, where when Luka was playing, Luka was point and LeBron was on the bench. And then when LeBron was playing, he was point and Luka was on the bench. And then for the last like 5 to 6 minutes of each half, the two would play together. Luka would be the point and LeBron would be the 5. And that's why. But I don't know. It's interesting.
But did they even make the playoffs? They did, right? In the Western Conference?
Yeah, but they lost in the first round. I mean, look.
But look at their lineup, though, right? Now
they got Tyrese Maxey. They got
Jaylen Brown.
They got Jaylen Brown. They got
the young kid, VJ Edcombe.
They got fucking obviously LeBron James. They got. I mean, this is a team, right? But then you look at it and you wonder to yourself, like they lost some stuff in the offseason. Like I think that
I don't think Joel Embiid doesn't impress me, and the guy doesn't really play. He missed a lot of games this season and the season before.
Dad, he played 39 games this past season. That's
out of what? 82?
82. I think it's 82. It's not 84. I think it's 82.
So he was out for more than half the season.
Yep. And look, I think that if Embiid was healthy all season, which watch now magically Embiid's going to have his healthiest season of his career,
Right? Of course,
because
probably.
he's got LeBron and Jaylen Brown to play with. So
Right.
I just don't think that we've seen plenty of super teams in the past.
Yeah.
And sometimes they work. Look at Miami. When I was growing up, I mean, Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, they were the trio of a lifetime. I mean,
Yeah. But it doesn't always work that way.
no.
There's been football teams with more Heisman Trophy winners, and like the Raiders were like that in the '80s and so forth. And they didn't win.
Yep.
So many Chiefs in the too many cooks in the kitchen.
It's interesting. So I don't know. I think that the ceiling is higher for the Sixers this season, for this upcoming season, for sure. But I don't have like big expectations for them, and I think
they're going to have a lot of pressure on them. How do you put LeBron on paper next to Jalen Brunson? I think Jalen Brunson averages more points per game.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I can find stats of LeBron versus Jalen on the same court.
Well, I'll tell you what. Jalen's averaging over 30 points a game. LeBron barely averaged over 20 points a game.
It says during the regular season, Jalen Brunson outperformed LeBron James in scoring 26 to 20.9 points per game. He also Brunson averaged 3.3 rebounds and LeBron averaged 6.1. They both averaged about 7 assists, but the difference is Jalen played 74 games and LeBron played 60 games. So to average all of those numbers for a good 14 game difference is a big deal. I mean, also, Jalen,
you got to keep your numbers up or you're going to go down quick.
Jalen shot 47% from the field and 37% from three, and LeBron shot 52% from the field and 32% from three. But again, from 60 games versus 74. I mean, I want to look at like matchups.
Have there been matchups?
The same court. Let's see.
I mean, they don't play that often because he's been in the West. But when he was in Cleveland, they must. No. But Jalen wasn't in New York at the time.
Here you go.
Jalen might have been a toddler.
Right. Jalen had 30. He played 37 minutes, 12.7 rebounds, 13 assists against LeBron.
Okay. Yeah.
And then LeBron.
Yeah.
Let's see. It doesn't make it easy for me to find this stat. Hold on a second.
Well, you can look for it while you're doing that. I want to make a comment because I think one little bit of an Achilles heel we have now, and I don't know how they're going to fill the void, is that we lost Big Mitch.
Oh no!
And Joel Embiid's a big man in the. What, he came back to New York?
No. You're funny.
Who do we got?
Oh, we signed Andre Drummond from the Sixers.
Okay, that's funny.
Well, after the whole thing with LeBron came out, he posted, "I'm right where I'm supposed to be at New York with orange and blue hearts." We love that. So, I mean, if I'm being honest, I think he could be almost as good of a rebounder and 100 times better of a free throw shooter than Mitchell Robinson is. So I think it's an improvement for us.
Okay.
I mean, look.
Well, definitely anybody can be a better free throw shooter than Mitchell Robinson. I love the guy. But man, he throwing bricks the whole all season. But the playoffs, it was like embarrassing.
See, LeBron had in 35 minutes, he had 22 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists that game.
Yeah. I think Jalen. Jalen's a closer.
But
he closes games out.
We lost that game.
Yeah, we did.
110 to 97. That was in the worst stretch of the season, and. You know what? I don't know that speaks at all to the quality of our play. These guys have unlocked something new this offseason. I would be very surprised if we go back to the struggling with most teams night on and night off kind of viewing this next upcoming season.
Hopefully the chemistry will still be there. I mean, people are going to be gunning for us this season. There's no question about it.
Oh, yeah. It goes from
we're the guys to knock off.
We're the hunted now.
Yeah, no question about it.
For sure. And so, but I think like we re-signed all the key pieces, and
Yeah.
it's important to see that. Did you see the video of Michael Porter Jr. trying to get into an exclusive high-end nightclub in New York City?
No, but you told me about it.
Yeah,
And Jalen walked right by and they let him right in.
yeah. Well, the security guard's like, "Sorry, sir, you're not on the list." He's like, "I'm Michael Porter Jr. I play for the Brooklyn Nets." And then he's like, "I'm sorry." And then Jalen walks right by him with Allie, and they're like, "Jalen," and they let him right in, and it's so funny. It's so funny. Michael Porter's standing there like, the fuck? Like, it's so good. But
That's what happened when you're the champ.
yes, it is.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I think
so if yeah.
I was gonna say, I think that
Yeah.
I wouldn't be crazy to say that one of the strongest teams. Well, let me rephrase that. One of the teams with the highest ceiling for potential of being a strong powerhouse is Philadelphia this year. We can say that without.
I mean, you got to say the top 2-tier teams are the Knicks and the Sixers now, till they prove otherwise, don't you think?
I agree, but one thing that makes me, I was going to say concerned, but thrilled, because fuck the Sixers, is that LeBron,
Yeah.
Tyrese Maxey, and Jaylen Brown all need the ball in their hands. They want to run point. They want to have control of the play. So it'll be interesting to see how Nick Nurse takes all of those stars and shapes them into something. I mean, it's funny.
That's the problem, right? That's what happens with superstar teams.
Yeah, there was a Twitter account in like 2015 called LeBron is a Sixer. And
Really?
after he re-signed with the Lakers, because there was rumors back then when he signed with the Lakers, maybe it was like 2020, whatever. The Sixers guy posted, "That's it. LeBron James will never be a Philadelphia 76er. It's time that this account is shut down." And then once he signed the other day, he posted a picture of a guy from a movie waking up from a coma, and it's reposting the picture, the tweet from 2018 or 2016, whatever it was. No, it must have been like 2020, because he won with the Cavs in 2018.
Okay. Yeah.
But still, like, I thought that was so funny.
Yeah, and I think that I don't know. Maybe he's always wanted to go to the Sixers.
Well, who wants to go to Philadelphia?
That's what I say.
It's a pile of shit.
Yeah, but now, so we're looking at the Cavs and the Celtics, probably below the two of us. And I don't know if Detroit. I don't know if Detroit's in that conversation anymore. What do you think?
That's a very interesting question, because I don't think that Detroit ever deserved to be in that conversation. I think that the reality is that 82 games is a long regular season. So no one's locking in like that. And for some reason, those guys decided to lock in at the wrong time. And then when the playoffs came, they spent all their energy up. So, I would rather like have stretches where we were like, what the fuck are they doing? Then the whole season we look like the favorites of the East, and then all of a sudden it's gone when the playoffs happen. I think that Cade Cunningham is a good player. I think Asar Thompson is good. I think that they have a lot of talent, but Jalen Duren is asking for like a $280 million 5-year super max contract extension. He's not fucking Luka Doncic. I don't understand. Like, I don't think Cade's contract is that high. So that kind of stuff makes me not worried about the Pistons. The Celtics, they're a shell of the team that they once were. Yeah, they got Big Mitch, but we'll just hack a Mitch all season. So it's all good. And they don't have Jaylen Brown anymore, so they just lost half of their firepower. I think in terms of, there's another monster in the East now. And it's all going to depend on the pending investigations. But you heard Kawhi Leonard got traded back to Toronto, right?
Yeah. But that was earlier on. That was either during the playoffs or just after.
It was after the trade. It opens after.
Yeah, it was after, but it wasn't recently. It wasn't
Yeah,
this
but do
week.
you know what's going on?
No, what's going on?
So there's been an investigation by the NBA into the Clippers and Kawhi Leonard for I think it's like a $40-something million no-show sponsorship contract. And the story goes that that's their way of paying him $40 million more without it hitting the salary cap, because it's a sponsorship that's no show, and all he's got to do is sign his name and he gets $40 million extra. And so the NBA is investigating it, right? And there's going to be all kinds of fines for the team and for Kawhi. And they gave Toronto an option. They said, look, you can leave the trade pending with Kawhi until the investigation is over, or you can take him now and assume responsibility for any fines, penalties, anything like that. And they said, no, we'll wait.
We'll wait, right.
Right. But the reality is that if you take Kawhi Leonard and add him to the Toronto Raptors, they are a powerful team because they still have Scotty Barnes and RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley, and they're a strong team up in Toronto. So I
guess we'll see how that plays out.
I think that also Miami has a decent chance of being pretty good this year.
The Heat?
Yeah, they have Giannis now.
Yeah, okay.
So we'll see. But I don't think, I think that the big three now are probably, obviously, our Kings,
right?
The New York Knicks, definitely the Sixers, as much as I hate those motherfuckers. And I would have to say that if the Kawhi trade goes through, the Toronto Raptors will be a powerful team as well. I think a lot of teams in the West are looking weak right now. We went from
the days of OKC dominating and all those guys. Yeah,
I mean, we went from the
Spurs. They'll be a good team.
Yeah, we went from the West being the dominant conference to now so many moves where there's super teams in the East that didn't exist before this.
Yeah.
So,
well, basketball is a funny sport. There's only 5 guys on the court, so one or two changes can make a big difference, unlike a football team or other teams.
You know what, Dad? You know what you can't do? You cannot buy chemistry. And
no question about it.
Is something that the Knicks have in droves, and this new Sixers team won't have at all, because LeBron barely knows these guys. He plays in the Western Conference, right?
Right.
And they weren't all-stars. He probably knows Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid. I think Joel played in the Olympics with him, so he would know Joel. But did Tyrese Maxey play in the Olympics? Maybe he did also. I just think
maybe
Jaylen Brown and those guys hated each other up until about 2 months ago.
That's why basketball's fickle like that. But I think the big key to the Sixers being good is if Joel is healthy.
Agreed.
If you take him out of the mix and you lose your big man in the paint, I don't think LeBron makes that big of a difference. Maybe I'm wrong.
No,
you know
I
basketball
agree.
better than I do.
Well,
yeah,
I don't think that it's not LeBron that is the reason that you're correct. The reason that you're correct is because the synergy and the chemistry of the team comes from their rock, who is Joel Embiid for the last 8 to 10 years, right?
Yeah.
So, you gotta
when he's playing well, they play well. There's no question about it.
And not for nothing, but when he plays 38 or 39 out of 82 games, and then the playoffs come around and he's like, I'm good to go, guys. Not only does he get injured very fast, we saw he was in and out of the playoffs. He would play one game and then not the other, and then another, and then not the next. That's one of the problems. And the other problem is they played worse with Joel than they did without Joel against us.
Because he's coming on and off the court.
They don't have the chemistry. So
yeah.
I think that I totally agree that Joel's involvement this season is going to have a major impact on this team. Because if their starting 4 or their starting 5 are those 4 guys and VJ Edgecombe, they're going to be fucking stupid. I mean, but that's if they could get Joel to play 60 games.
Yeah,
70
no,
games.
absolutely. And LeBron's not going to carry the weight. He's 42 years old.
Well, I mean, Apparently,
Come
the word
on.
on the street is that LeBron has come to Philly because he thinks they have the best chance of winning another chip.
Well, I would think that's obviously the case because it's not coming for the money. Yeah. So I get it.
You want to know my prediction, and then we can move on to some football?
Yeah.
LeBron signed an $8 million 2-year veteran minimum contract with the Sixers.
Right.
My prediction is they get eliminated in the first or second round of the playoffs this year, and then LeBron retires halfway through his Sixers contract because it's why the fuck is he going to stay there?
Yeah, absolutely. And why does he need to keep playing?
It's not the money. He thinks he's going to win a chip. If they get close, maybe they win the Eastern Conference Finals and they lose in the finals, or they lose to get in the Eastern Conference Finals. Fine, but you lose first or second round, like I say he's out of there.
We'll have to see. Look, I think the only thing he's looking to prove, he can't be MJ and he can't be Kobe, but he can be LeBron, the guy who won a chip in 4 different cities. He'd be the only guy to do it, I think.
Cool. Yeah, I think he would be.
Yeah. So we'll have to see. All right, why don't we switch over to NFL training camps because there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of quarterbacks battling for jobs. I think there are 10 new head coaches in the league this year.
Crazy.
Including Buffalo. What's his name? Left.
Really?
They got Joe Brady now. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Buffalo. Yeah.
Did you hear what the talk is around the Giants wide receiver room during training camp?
Nope.
Jalen Hyatt. He's hitting the bricks. You know he's getting replaced with?
Who?
Odell Beckham Jr. That motherfucker can still catch. There's videos of him and he's like this and
one-handed. I know.
Yeah. Oh my God, they said that he looks like he has been training for this the whole time. And so that would be sick if we
It would be exciting.
Dad, I mean, like the reports are like according to sources close to the New York Giants and the training facilities, chances are immensely high that the New York Giants and Odell Beckham Jr. will have another season of play time together, which is amazing. Because even if he plays one season and then he's like, I can't do this anymore, guys, they'll retire him a Giant, and then which he deserves. So I think that's a cool thing.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. It'd be nice to see him play for one last season.
Man.
With the Giants. Did you know also Aaron Donald's coming out of retirement?
I did hear that. Where's he going?
I think he's going back to the Rams.
Oh my God.
He's coming back. He's going to play for the Rams. He's 35 years old. Can he still be a disruptive defensive player, or does he end up in a wheelchair by the end of the season?
Maybe both. I mean, I don't know. Let me ask you.
I guess he can't stay away from the game. Some of these guys just can't stay away. And maybe having him on the team will give him some excitement because I know Puka Nakua's got some issues. He's got some demons he's got to face.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the most likely to make a deep playoff run this season after having a shitty season last season? So you got like 3 or 4 options of those teams.
A really shitty season?
I mean, there's only so many teams that have really shitty seasons. I can think of like 3 or 4. The 3 teams are New York Giants, New York Jets, Las Vegas Raiders, and
I think that the Giants, I mean, I'm a little biased. I think the Giants are in the best shape to make a run. I think that they have the right players now. If Cam Scadaboo's healthy and Jackson Dart stops being a lunatic and hurting himself, putting himself at risk.
Somebody's got to put a muzzle on that motherfucker Cam Scadaboo and a leash. There was a video of him at Fanatics
Fest.
He's
a nutcase.
Where everybody's asking him if his leg's okay, and then he lifts up his pants leg to show that his muscles are all healed, and then he does a backflip and then lands awkwardly on the leg. And what the fuck is he doing?
I know.
Come on.
I mean, look, he's property of the Giants. Like that costs them money if he fucks around and he gets hurt.
I got 2 funny things to say.
But I want to answer your question though. I think that the Giants with John Harbaugh, the wide receiver core they got going there, now the running backs, the quarterback, I think they have and some great defensive players now. I don't think that the Raiders and Fernando are going to get. I think they'll have a good season. I don't think they make the playoffs this year. I think they might have a run for it the second year. Mm-hmm. They might have to get some other parts. I think Fernando will learn a lot and grow and maybe be behind.
I agree.
What's his name?
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins, right. Work behind him and learn, and just like Eli did in the old days. But I don't see them doing it this year. And fuck the Jets. I mean, come on. If you want to bet, what do I always tell you? The easiest way to ruin your career is to go play for the New York Jets.
Well, let's hope not, because D'Angelo Ponds.
I know they got. I know they're both on the Jets. I hope they're great. Maybe they'll have a rough season because the Jets don't do well and they get traded to the Giants. That would be the best.
Right. You know what's funny? I saw a video, another one from Fanatics Fest, and they were like, Jackson, what's your favorite restaurant in New York City? You know what he says?
What?
Fort Charles. They have the best prime rib in the city. Remember when he first got signed by the Giants and Eli said, call me for anything? And he said a reservation at Fort Charles. He said, you got to earn that. He earned it.
Nice.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that.
I mean, but like, I just think like there's something special about this team. The energy is, it just,
I mean,
you can feel it.
So it feels that way. We haven't really seen anything yet. We'll have to see what happens in the offseason. We'll have to see what happens in the preseason. We'll have to see what happens. I think the first 3 to 4 games is really what's going to be telling. We only have a 16-game season, so we'll have to see what happens. Do you think, though, that Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, and Lamar Jackson are still like the top 3 veteran quarterbacks in the league?
That's hard, Dad, because I think that we're right at the edge of the period where those guys are starting to fall off a little bit. Like Lamar Jackson did not have a good season. Patrick Mahomes did not have a good season.
Josh Allen was the MVP, wasn't he? Was it this season?
Yeah. But you got to wonder how many years Buffalo's going to stick with him before.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Veteran quarterbacks. Well, who else is out there as a veteran quarterback? Joe Burrows, you consider him a veteran? By the way, Cincinnati, I think, is going to be something to reckon with this season as well.
I wouldn't consider him a veteran, just like I wouldn't consider like Trevor Lawrence or any of those guys.
Right.
Veterans.
No way. Right. No way.
I mean, those are the veterans in the league now. I think that probably Patrick Mahomes is the best out of those 3. Josh Allen's better than Patrick Mahomes.
I like Josh Allen a lot.
You know what they say? You know what we like to say? Josh Allen is Mr. Irreplaceable. He is the number one player where if you take him off their team, they are marginally worse than any. There's no other player in the league.
He gets it done, right? He passes, he runs, he gets it done. And I used to think that way about Lamar, but I think Lamar's a little more frenetic, and he's got some injury issues going on. Yeah. All right, you got any more comments about NFL, or we'll do some research next week? We'll have to see what happens if Seattle's still tough because they came out of nowhere, but they're going to have Sam Darnold again. San Francisco maybe, but want to switch over to the WNBA because Caitlin Clark is still lighting it up.
I know.
She is still lighting it up. She's certainly one of the biggest attractions, right? She probably gave out more autographs than anybody at the All-Star weekend.
Yep.
But I got to say, though, the Dallas, what are they, the Wings? The Stars? Wings, right.
Stars are the hockey team.
Right, and the Mavericks are okay. So AZ Fudd is an impressive rookie player. And they got Paige Beckers the year before, right? So, yeah, they're doing some impressive stuff.
Those two have chemistry.
Yeah, well, in more ways than one. Don't they date?
Yeah, which is why you would think they would be good teammates.
Yeah. And the league is very young. I mean, it was a time where the players were older and they weren't getting a lot. And a lot of these young girls have brought other people along, fans. Mm-hmm. I mean, we said they had the biggest contract they've ever had to televise games. All the Fever games are on some network of some sort.
No, they're nationally televised. It's not just some network. They're nationally broadcast.
No, but they're not on all the. I mean, they're on. They might be on
ESPN
Peacock 2. Once. Right, exactly. Yeah. ESPN 2. But they're on. Then they're on ESPN. I mean, it depends on who they're playing. Yeah. No, what's going on? But
it's exciting.
Yeah, no, that's definitely coming along. AZ Fudd, by the way, won the 3-point contest. So, congratulations to her.
Yeah, congrats.
And I think
AZ, we would love to have you on our podcast. I'm in Fort Worth. Please. We would love that. Dallas Wings.
I know.
You and Paige. Yeah. The two of you.
Okay. All right. So you're in Dallas. So you got to get on their Instagram or something. reach out to them, tell them we do this show, and see if we can get them on the show.
Followers I bet Paige Beckers has on fucking Instagram.
Wait, what was I going to look at? Who was?
Oh yeah, just 3.1 million.
3.1 million. Who has more, AZ Fudd or Paige?
Maybe I can get in contact with AZ Fudd. She's only got 840,000.
Right, but okay. But she'll have a couple million by the end of next year. Paige's got a year on her.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's jump over to college football, right? Because I think that we're jumping into a season that is really interesting. There was nobody, I don't think, picked Indiana to do as well as they did. I don't think anybody picked Fernando Mendoza to win the Heisman. There were a big there was a lot of spotlight on Arch Manning, and he did not deliver. So he stayed in, and I don't think he's even ranked top 10, maybe top 10. He's definitely not top 5 quarterbacks in the country.
This is going to be such a good fucking football season. I'm so excited to see what Kurt Cignetti can do with this renewed, refreshed, higher firepower team. It's going to be so exciting. I mean, holy shit. We might imagine we have a bigger average margin of victory than last season. That would be insane.
Yeah, except that there's a one element that you always say, and that's chemistry. Those guys had a magic last season that was unbelievable.
There's enough of that magic that's still there.
Didn't all the starters leave? They were all seniors.
A good
half
amount.
of them were 35 years old. I think.
Yeah, you're funny. A good amount, but like we still have, Charlie Becker, and there's guys left. So you just got to realize that like those guys are teaching what it means to be a Hoosier, a Kurt Cignetti Hoosier.
I'm excited to watch Charlie Becker and see how he develops this season.
Man, especially with like Nick Marsh from Michigan State, and we got this new kid, and like,
who's the quarterback? Came over from where? TCU?
Yeah, Josh.
Let's see, IU quarterback. IU quarterback. Josh Hoover.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, he's looking good. Dad, I've seen a bunch of people. Listen, I get more, and we got to follow up with him. I'll talk to him this week. I get more compliments on my Indiana wristwatch than I do on any other piece of jewelry that I own. All the time, people comment on it.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you can get him on the show, and I know we're running over tonight anyway, next show, let's show the details of the watch. Like, maybe you can get some pictures we can put up and just show, like, the special of this. It's not a Rolex. It's not a Patek Philippe. It's their watch, and there's a good company. But the things that they did to this watch to make it a special timepiece are spectacular.
I think they have nice videos on their website. Let's wait until we confirm that he's still interested. But if he's down to come on the podcast, then I would love that. I mean, we can do like a 45-minute segment, and we'll do a little introduction, talk about Indiana's amazing run to football, to the national championship, and we'll ask him about his experience, how he got involved with the watch business. It'll be like a accidental benches and bleachers, if you will.
Maybe we could do that. You want to do a joint show on accidental entrepreneur and the benches and bleachers? That might be fun.
Let's talk about that down the road. I like that.
All right. So then, and maybe this is for his show, would be a good one. I don't, as much as ESPN loves them, I don't know if the SEC is the dominant division anymore. The Big Ten is, Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State, Indiana now. Is Notre Dame in the Big Ten, or are they independent?
No,
they're independent. Yeah. The guys we picked up out west, right?
UCLA.
UCLA, USC, Washington, Oregon.
Washington, yep.
You can't – the SEC is nothing now. I mean, sure, they got LSU. That's where Lane Kiffin went, right?
Get us canceled.
Georgia. Yeah, Georgia. We got it. FSU's got to come back. They got Florida. Florida's wavering, but FSU's got to really. Where at Florida?
At FSU.
No. He's still there. He's got a big contract. He has not left. and we could talk about that next week, and maybe we could talk about some other things about the pros too, because it'll be interesting as to how that's developing. So I think we should say goodnight tonight, Cam.
Well, I just wanted to mention one more thing that I thought was funny.
Yeah.
So on the topic of LeBron, since that's the conversation of the week, I saw a video from Fanatics Fest, which I was really bummed that I missed because last year was super fun. Maybe next year I'll try and shoot to be home so you and I can go. They have like panels with different team members, and Fernando was there, and all the Giants and the Knicks, and it was fun. But there's a video of a panel with LeBron, and someone says to him, LeBron, where are you going? And he was like, I don't know, man. I'm still deciding, just trust the process. And then now it comes around and he signs with the Sixers and their whole thing is the process. So it's like kind of interesting. Like a lot of people think that was his way of saying I'm signing with the Sixers without saying it.
Right. You never know. It's like an Easter egg in
a little bit. They like to do those kind of things.
Yeah.
But exactly. You know what? The process doesn't fucking work. The Sixers been in the process for 60 motherfucking years. So I don't know. It doesn't, at first it worried me. I was at work like,
it's basketball. It shouldn't worry you.
No.
You think it worries Jalen? He's going out, he's playing the game he plays. That's it.
You know what's
Doesn't
funny?
care who else is on the other side of the court.
Dad, you know what's funny?
Well,
2 months and basketball season starts again. And it's
they're in the summer league. They're summer league right now, right?
Summer league just ended.
There you go.
And
that's what's great about sports. Before you know, it's the next season.
I know. Josh Hart tweeted the other day, shit, 2 months until next season? I better stop drinking wine and start practicing basketball.
Yeah, I mean, that's what these guys do. I mean, look at NFL. We're going to be preseason in like 2 weeks, 4 weeks.
Fucking wait. Oh, my God.
Not 4 weeks, like 2 weeks.
Are you interested in coming to Fort Worth for the Dallas Giants game? It's season opener if we can make it work.
I don't think so. We'll see. My mom's coming to see you the end of the month, so
I'm going to try and convince Eric to go with me. But
okay, sounds good, buddy. I will talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for everybody tuning in, shouting out, liking us, all that stuff. Another episode from New Jersey,
and I'm Camden in Fort Worth, and we'll see you guys
soon to be the Stockyards, right?
Yes, sir.
And we'll see you guys next week.
All right.